With that being said, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the world famous Do Work podcast. I am your host, Scientifixxx, back with another episode, back with another great guest, always at a different location. And this time, we upstairs on top of a classic building, classic downtown setting. We have Central Fish Market. We came to stop by, talk to our special guest today, somebody who's been around in the scene doing real estate, doing promotions, helping downtown renovate, coming back to Chinatown to do a lot of work and a lot of push. So if you guys can, put your hands together, make a lot of noise for my man Morgan in the building. Bam, bam, bam. What's up, Morgan? How you doing? So what's up? So I gave everybody, a little jump off to let everybody know who you are and what it is you do.
My name is Morgan Doizaki. I've been working at Central Fish my whole life, I guess. I moved to Fresno in 2003, originally from Los Angeles, and had a 5-year plan, but still in Fresno.
Yeah, what part of LA?
A little city called La Cañada.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
Now I kind of stay in like the Little Tokyo area.
Okay, yeah. And when you moved out here, like you said, the 5-year plan, like what was the agenda? Just to come out here and see what's up?
Well, at that time, Central Fish wasn't doing too well, and I was still going to college down in LA, partying too much, I guess. And said, you know what, let me just move up here and try to, save the business, help it get back on its feet. And, I was in my 20s back then, I didn't think I was going to, I didn't know anybody in Fresno, but it kind of grew on me, and, I've done other things other than manage Central Fish, but it always just gravitates towards back here, just making sure this place is safe.
Home base? Yeah. And how long has Central Fish been in Fresno as a company itself?
As a company since 1950. This building, 1979, we were just like a few doors down, small little shop.
Okay.
But in 79, we opened up this store.
Okay, yeah, because I remember this place being here my whole life. I'll be 44 in March.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a time I don't remember coming downtown to Chinatown and Central Fish wasn't here.
Yeah, well, so next year will be our 75th anniversary. So kind of a special moment, I guess.
Yeah, make some noise for that. Clap that up. 75 years in business, especially in Chinatown,
Yeah, so it's strange when you see like a 90-year-old man talking about, when I was a kid, Central Fish was like here. But it's kind of cool. Yeah.
I mean, and again, you came out here, we're 20s, we want to do everything. Yeah. So again, I could see that 5-year just kind of setting in, like, I'm just going to make some money, help them out, and then head back home and get back to what I was doing. And then it turned into your lifestyle a little bit. Yeah. And that's great to pick up something that's so classic and is a big part of Fresno, because that makes you a part of Fresno in that sense too. And this is the first time, if a lot of people don't know, you guys are getting the chance to meet Morgan. Like I said earlier, he's been a part of a lot of different things in downtown and Chinatown areas over the last 20 years. So, it's great for you guys to get the opportunity to see some of the people behind the curtain a little bit. If you know him, he's been doing stuff. But if you haven't got the opportunity, it's the first time, seeing anything that's in Chinatown or downtown. It's a great time for you guys to meet him, because I'm pretty sure there's tons of story you got some story, some history. Things went foul, city did, this happened, things didn't work out, businesses,
Yeah, I try to keep things positive, but there's, a lot of negativity that has happened in the past regarding Chinatown and why there is a Chinatown, and it was born to racism, so, but we could talk about that forever, but.
Well, I mean, that's good too, because we were touching this whole February episode, all the episodes in February for you guys, celebrating Black History Month and Chinese New Year. So that's why we decided to pick Chinatown to actually start locating our first highlights. Give some of those histories and some of that backstory of why it does exist. And speaking to Katsudo next week, and I know she said she's been around for a few, they've been around for a while. And so for their family's history and how they got here and the reason why they landed in the city, it's all part of it. Oh, you're good. No, you're fine. Just getting that backstory about it too. Some people just go here, have breakfast, have lunch, whatever, and don't really notice how monumental this side of town is.
Yeah, no, this is definitely great places to eat. I'll take our best 5 food places in Chinatown, put them up against downtown. I think we'll win.
Oh yeah.
So, the rent's relatively low here, so the consumers get to save on those costs. And
you guys kind of got the upper hand. You guys got Chef Paul. You guys got Kuka. you guys got some hitters on the side. Plus this spot. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's good. And over the years, like when you got in, like what were you doing in college? Like what was your game plan initially? Besides, were you in business when in college, or was it just college for the college sake?
It kind of, no, I mean, you know, I was going to school for business, business administration, at Cal State Northridge, and
Okay.
you know, it was too much fun.
Yeah.
And you know, and I was working at the accounting firm that was taking care of the books for Central Fish.
Okay.
And I got curious one day, opened it up, and like, what, you know, and go to the accountant, and I've been telling your dad to close this Central Fish up, but he won't. Family reasons, it's not doing well. And at that moment, I went home and said, hey Dad, I want to move to Fresno and take care of Central Fish. And he was a little reluctant at first, but I was adamant. And, you know, I pursued my education at Fresno Pacific, graduated from there.
Shout out to Fresno Pacific.
Sunbirds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really just focused on Central Fish and school. Got the place back to doing okay. You know, started to make money again. Then I ventured off into do other things. I met you at the mall, the Fresno Discount Mall.
Yeah.
Indoor swap meet. I had, you know, one of my best friends, I didn't realize that he was like my neighbor down in LA. He walked into Central Fish one day, and I was like, Mr. Lee, like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I own the Gottschalk's building, you know, have a mall down there. You know, at that time I was a, you know, Chinatown, downtown guy, and thought I could help, and did that. And then right across the street from that was that 2039 Kern Street nightclub. And you know, at that time it was Ashley Swearingen as mayor of Fresno. She was really, really strong about making a push towards revitalizing downtown, getting people here, and she wanted nightlife, she wanted dancing, she wanted just, you know, bring people in. So right across the street from the Gottschalk's building was the nightclub that used to be the nightclub, and it was dormant for about like a year or two or something. And, just to do Fresno a favor, I guess, you know, I put my money where the mayor's mouth was and opened up a nightclub. Did that for a year and shut that down with the quickness. I would never do that again. I did it for the right reasons, but you know, it's the underworld, and there's, you know, I never was involved with gangs, but they're there and on the certain nights, and drug dealers and prostitutes. It's just no more. I didn't like that. I did it I didn't realize what I was getting myself into.
Yeah, you got into the nightlife. Yeah.
So did that for a year, closed it. Then I moved to China for a year, came back here and can't leave it, I guess.
Yeah, how was China?
That was very interesting.
Was it like a soul-searching journey, or was it a business journey?
It was a business journey. You know, I was kind of, want to say, not finding myself, but I just closed my nightclub, and, and the mall. The city shut that down because they owned half of the Gottschalk's building.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really know what to do. My friend was doing well over there, and told me, hey, help me out, Morgan, you know, stay with me, and you know, we'll have some fun. So that was very fun. I lived in Shanghai. I consider it like Las Vegas meets New York on like steroids.
Yeah.
Buildings, you just, as far as you could see, it's hard to describe until you're there.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very big city. But I didn't speak Chinese. I tried learning it, very, very difficult. But I look Asian and Chinese enough to where like they didn't like that I wasn't Chinese.
Yeah.
So
you were passing, but they were like, "What's up, bro? You're not even speaking." Like, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, but it was great. Did that for a year, and came back, and the Scientifixxx wasn't doing well again at that time. So came back, Scientifixxx back on its feet, and just ever since then, just taking it to not the promised land, but trying to make it much better. And take it into the new generation, and especially with all this high-speed rail coming to Chinatown. A lot of attention's coming to Chinatown right now, so I'm glad to be in a position to have some influence on what happens in the future.
Yeah. And I'm sure it wasn't even like an agenda, but becoming a part of that. You know, we spoke to Art from Full Circle. He said the same thing. He's like, you just kind of get into something and you start realizing like you can help in certain areas, and you start revitalizing certain things, and you start realizing like I can't go anywhere. This is where I want to be, because your heart just starts to, you know, place its own roots. Yeah. And to be here in this, like I said, such a monumental spot, to be able to touch all these different areas and then going, you know what, I got to go back. Is beautiful, because we do need that. We do need to have, you know, the long stays, the people that have fought for and seen the progression, seen how it went from the 90s to the 2000s, and how legislation did change, and how mayors change, and how everything changes. And then there's, you know, first it was downtown Fresno, they're trying to rebuild, and then it's like, okay, now they want to do Chinatown, and there's that little tower rebuild still going on. So it's like all of that still going on with the people that exist. It's great to see that you're there to fight with the people, for the people, but also be a part of it and say, hey, we deserve this and we need it. Especially coming from, you know, a point where you're coming in financially, and then you find your love for it is a huge thing, because it was something you probably had no agenda for in the long run. And being here, you know, how many years now?
What, for me personally?
Yeah, in Fresno?
Since 2003, so 20 plus years.
Yeah, see, and a lot has happened here in those last 20 years too. And being right by the stadium, you know, we've seen the stadium go up and have their successes. Do you guys have any ties with a lot of the street eats and the street events that are coming up, or do you guys still kind of just hold it down to just Scientifixxx and the Chinatown area?
Well, we started that 559 night market.
Okay, yeah.
One of the partners is Mike Oz from Fresno Street.
Shout out to Mike Oz.
And, you know, it's an Asian themed event. And it was an idea that, you know, we came up with, and we had a group of people come up with it, you know, invited Mike Oz to be a part of it. He was more than, you know, I thought he was untouchable, like, over it, but he's like, I'm human, you can talk to me.
It's a phone call. Yeah.
So he's been great. So we've been collabing with him to make that event bigger and better.
Yeah.
So it's going to be our 4th year coming up. We start back up in April.
Nice.
So I know people are looking forward to it. So,
when it starts, how long does it run?
From April through October.
Okay.
But I don't know if we're going to do all of the months this year. It's you know, we're still need some sponsorships.
Okay.
Without sponsorships, really, it's hard to ask. You know, there's, you know, I guess me personally, and, you know, Mike Oz, it's hard to ask the partners of the night market to come out of pocket.
Yeah.
And so we've had sponsorships in the past to allow us to be somewhat profitable. We're not making tons of money.
Yeah.
Like last year, towards like the last few events, we didn't have any sponsorships.
You guys just muscled it together?
Muscled it together.
Hey. So, well, you guys heard it first, exclusive. If you guys want to sponsor, you guys got a company, you guys got something, a little change on the side, you want to help sponsor out a great event for the night, you know what I mean? Hit up Morgan, talk to Mike Oz. Donations are always available, sponsorships are available, you know. Right companies though, the right companies are on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, seriously, I mean, if we can use the platform to get you guys some sponsors for it to help promote too, not only just get the word out, but let, you know, be here when it's on, promote from it, do a live podcast from it. Definitely, we'll do whatever we can. Because I mean, it does mean a lot when you get in the community and people start, you know, driving off of it. For it to die, it's another event they miss, you know, and they want it back, and you're just like, oh, I would like to, but it's kind of coming up my pocket kind of thing. But yeah, if we can bring sponsorships to the table, you know, bring some awareness at least, you know, people that you can talk to. Hit up a man, you know, we'll have the number right here, Scientifixxx Company, hit up Morgan. Yeah, that's dope though. I mean, and like with the market too, like when you guys started it initially, it was for that theme, like, dude, let's promote some of the restaurants out here and let's gather them together.
Well, that, you know what, there's other night markets that's been successful throughout, you know, mainly Southern California, I guess, or California. And, we thought it'd be a good idea to do something similar.
Yeah.
But at that time, the high-speed rail has doing so much construction, and you know that Tulare underpass right here. Yep. They need to build the bridge, so they shut down G Street. And right in front of my store, it became like a cul-de-sac thing.
Yeah.
Well, why do we need to get permits to shut the street down when it's already shut down?
Yeah, there's no end. I mean, it ends.
And just to get some attention towards Chinatown, and especially Central Fish, I got a big, you know, parking lot, and streets closed right in front of me, and people were having trouble finding it. Like, okay, let's do something that's focused, you know, at Central Fish in our parking lot, do something. And our first event was small. It was just out in the street and in the Central Fish parking lot. And by like we started at what, 6? By 7 o'clock, people started running out of food.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, well, let's grow this now. And then people from the city and high-speed rail were like, wow, I can't believe you guys capable of doing something like this. So they said, what kind of support do you need? Like, well, what can you do? And they said, we'll pay to help shut down the street, do this. So with that sponsorship came that we shut down Current Street, and, you know, and the businesses started participating. Usually Central Fish or Chinatown businesses go dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But trying to convince them, like, hey, stay open. Look, we're gonna have thousands of people come to Chinatown. And once they started participating, we, you know, didn't charge them, of course, and do something to highlight the business, left the space open for them, and made it very inviting. And now the community started getting involved, staying later, and during nighttime they were still open, and people got to eat at Elegante for the first time at dinner. Yeah. Those were the cool things that
those are huge though. That's huge. You know what I mean? If you're not early enough to get out here and you miss it, you pull up like, oh, they closed already. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, because we just started a thing called the Fresno Hotspots. Follow Fresno Hotspots if you guys can. And we do a community closet where we just hand out stuff to unhoused, underprivileged, and families in need. Any housing supplies and stuff like that, just to give back. And it is, you know, all from donations as well. So it's good to give back into that community sense, because then you start to see how many people actually do care. They're just waiting for somebody to actually pull the trigger on something, and then they'll all show up. So it's good that you know, spearheading everything. You know, you've been out here, and your voice holds weight when people, you ask of something. You know, I'm pretty sure people want to listen to what it is you've got to offer, because of how well you've managed to, you know, keep your success and your reputation in Fresno.
Yeah. You know, especially that's why I try to, like, when I say get back into not politics, but, you know, be a voice. And I can kind of position myself where I'm like not a big fish in a small pond, but like, this is, if high-speed rail's coming, this is in Chinatown, you're affecting Central Fish, and I'm representing Central Fish, and so, you know, I want my voice to matter, and have other people's opinions that I get to go out and say. And
you'll be that conduit of information that people else don't have. Like, you know, they come to me, I'll talk to them about so and so.
And I told myself, especially when I was doing a lot more like downtown stuff in the past, when I was managing the mall, where and I got involved in, you know, organizations and this and this. Felt like the best way I can explain it is, what I realized afterwards is I was just a fly on the wall. And they were just like shoe fly, just, you know. I try to fight for the mall people and try to do this and try to, you know, but felt like just a fly on the wall. Just not bothering me.
Yeah.
So I took a break. Just, hey, I'm not going to get involved in the downtown associations or this and that.
Yeah.
But you know, Transform Fresno came and High Speed Rail came and those talks, and Chinatown hasn't had a nonprofit organization for 10 years plus.
Wow.
Because for other reasons. And High Speed Rail was coming, and we just found out about that. And then $70 million was coming to Fresno for the transformative climate communities. So I gathered up a bunch of Chinatown people to form a nonprofit organization with the attitude of, like, I want to not be a fly on the wall again. Like, I want to be like a mosquito with like the Zika virus.
Yes.
Don't like mess with me. You
Yes.
can't leave me alone because I'll get you when you're sleeping.
And it'll bug you the next day.
So I've changed a little bit of my mentality to be a little bit more, no, I will get some sort of respect, not out of fear, but out of, it's just
A necessity.
there's a necessity.
Yeah.
So, with that mind frame, you know, I want to act like a big fish in a small pond, and Fresno and Chinatown has given me the opportunity to be in a position to do so, and in the certain things that I'm want to be a part of. So,
And that we need that. You know what I mean? There is that definite necessity of people stepping up and saying, well, you know what, then let me organize it the right way. And now you can't step away from what we're doing, because even if you say no, we got enough people to do it anyway. And we know the way to do it properly so that it's not shut down. And, you know,
And so then we have now with Chinatown, like I want to say like a unified voice from all different corners of Chinatown that represent Chinatown very well. And when we walk into the room, especially when you're doing stuff affecting our community, it holds weight now. So it's not just each person by themselves trying to make some noise. When you bring a group together and stand up, people finally listen, I realize.
They do. Hey, well, we're gonna take a quick break. That being said, it's your man Scientifixxx, the World Famous Do Work Podcast, here with my man Morgan. We're gonna jump into some more information about Fresno, downtown, and Central Fish. You guys go ahead, take yourself a good break. Be right back. You know what it is.
At Full Circle Brewing, we know that life isn't always easy. So we made it our mission to brew up craft beer with high quality ingredients, from hops to fruit, to chase away the bad vibes and ensure a good vibe-only experience. Life is all about the journey, so we aim to bring quality craft beer to any ride, any vibe, and any tribe, because good brew unites people. We believe beer pairs well with a concert, a gathering of friends, a day at the beach, while working on your dreams, or just catching a vibe on the couch. And you all seem to agree. Since 2016, we have grown an astonishing 5,000%, growing in demand from an 86-barrel brew house to 5,000 barrels in under a decade, making us the largest black-owned brewery in the nation. You can find us in almost every major chain and even major entertainment venues, bringing beertainment to all, from traditional styles to unconventional flavors for the rebels with adventurous palates. We believe in bringing award-winning quality craft beer to anyone and every taste, whatever your vibe may be. Cheers.
Sorry, I'm rocking out to the O'Sherry in the background. Hey, Steve Perry, bro. Steve Perry. Okay. And then, we'll talk about these two on the last segment. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the World Famous Do Work Podcast. I'm your host, Scientifixxx, back with my man, Morgan. We still at Central Fish Company, talking that talk about high-speed rails and getting Chinatown organized. bringing back the spirit of what it was originally formatted as, and it lost a little bit of that voice, but now back with a new voice, and not just his, again, multiple voices working together, but one of the spearheads of the whole situation. So you guys got a good opportunity to hear some good story about how the development happens, and also get to see how, within the city, how it not just politics, as we were saying, and not just the community, but it takes a lot of people working along the lines of, the high-speed rail wouldn't have been able just to come in and be like, all right, guess what we're gonna do? And everybody's like, okay. You know what I mean? There was a lot of legal stuff, and meetings, city council meetings, all that stuff. So it's good to have somebody on board that understands it from a standpoint of their side, of the business, the politics, the city council side, but also being from, the personal side of saying what is needed and how it would work best for this side. So when they came in, like, how long did it take discussions to start with the high-speed rail and the city itself once they started to develop it?
Well, those plans were made up way before even people even knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
So behind closed doors, hey, this is what's happening, and there's some plans made, a decade before.
Yeah.
And it just kind of hit us, and it says, we're coming.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna, the other side of G Street right here, it's all dirt.
Yeah.
Didn't used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So we lost some neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of people saying we don't want it, this and this, but what?
Are you good?
No, come on. Tina, can we handle that? So they said they were coming.
Don't worry, we'll edit all this. Don't worry, we'll edit all that out. You're good.
Yeah, so high-speed rail said they're coming. There's we can do really nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than, I guess, be mad about it, it's just, okay, accept it. Once you accept it, we can have conversations. And having healthy conversations is, okay, well, what do we got to plan for? And this and this, this and that. And honestly, between you and me, I guess, and the rest of the world.
Nah, it's just me and you.
if this was happening in, Selma, I really wouldn't be, I don't know where I would stand, but it's happening right here. The state's largest project is happening in Chinatown and in downtown.
And right in your front yard.
Right in my front yard. And this is 2024, and Chinatown has reasons why it's Chinatown. It's on the other side of the tracks and all the stigma that comes with that. But it's time for equality.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna do something good for downtown, and do it for Chinatown also. And so high-speed rail's position on the entrance is going to be downtown and Chinatown. Chinatown's not just going to be the back wall of it. Another separator to downtown and the rest of the, because back in the day, this is a red line district. If you look like me, you can't be on the other side of the tracks having a business. It was not allowed. So all these communities, the African American, the Japanese, the Chinese, the Filipino, Mexican, this was our downtown.
Yeah.
So let's celebrate that. It's not done yet, but when high-speed rail does come, I hope, and that's my goal, is to see equality on both sides of the tracks, where we both prosper out of this.
Yeah.
So, time will tell, but we're fighting the fight. Not going to give up.
I mean, even at that sense, they chose to drop off all patrons coming from any city in Chinatown. So, you know what I mean? There was a sense of it's going to be something. And like you said, there's probably 10 years of plans behind the scenes. So it's good to have something now if they try to propose something and say, we're going to do in, like, no, wait, you got to get clearance first. You got to, get the community behind it.
And this is the state's project. This is not like the city of Fresno.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, with all this money that is coming to Fresno, it's because of Sacramento and our capital.
Yeah.
Pretty much, in my opinion, with all this investment, slapped Fresno in the face and said, what the heck did you guys do over here? Here's a bunch of money, fix it up because it's coming. And when I say Sacramento's policing Fresno, it's like, hey, there's a lot of past politician mistakes that need to be cleaned up. And, you know, now's the time. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. But so far, it seems like Chinatown's getting a lot of attention, more attention than we've ever had. Because if you ask a normal Fresno high school child or kid, there's a Chinatown in Fresno, they have no idea that this exists. And this is our opportunity to where we're just blasting out Chinatown. The state's doing it. This, you know, Associated Press is coming out and doing stories. And LA Times is just here. And
the world famous Doer podcast is here. We knew about it though. We knew about it. Yeah.
So all this attention, and finally, if we're gonna get that gap of people in Fresno that like you don't know about your most historic area of Fresno, now's your time. With all these stories coming out, you guys coming out, you know, putting some highlights to Chinatown. It's great for us. And ever since we, no matter, you know, we're just a resilient bunch down here. There's a lot of areas in Fresno that have graffiti and homeless and dirt lots and this, but there's no other place that I'd rather be.
No, truly, we spoke to Super on season 2, and he had the same, you know, responses that, you know, they're going to drop it off right there. He's on Tulare. They cut off the front of his building. You know, it's still kind of hard for business, but also that his building, the artwork that he's putting into Chinatown is going to be a monument of people from LA, San Francisco that come down and see this on a regular basis. Not only are we sharing it with us, but we're sharing it with everybody that's going to pass through. And the pride is coming back to, you know, we are something again. We're not on the back side of the stadium. We aren't on the other side of the tracks, you know what I mean? And they kind of, in construction, kind of did a little bit of, let's cut it off. So it's kind of hard to get to. If you got to move around, you got to go to that street and that street to get out. Yeah. But it does work out that way too, because a lot of people are in that sense. And we're planning to highlight a couple more people in Chinatown, and I'm sure their storyline is going to be the same. Is that, you know, this place has always been a thrive on its own without the younger cats even knowing, which is still kind of crazy because a lot of cats wouldn't come here unless there was an event like a street night or a Sunday night, or like art hop sometimes bleeds over, you know what I mean? But there isn't a need specifically for something of their wants and needs. You know, the social media isn't really that popping. The artwork is coming back, you know, they're revitalizing a lot of stuff. But to put that information out there is good because it's still, to us, I mean, I've been here my whole life and there's still things about the city that I'm learning that, you know, and we're gonna get some footage of some stuff that you guys are gonna see that's gonna be very historic for you guys to actually catch. You know, thank Morgan for that one, being able to give us that opportunity. But it's a learning process, and you're right. If Sacramento's saying, hey, you guys got to get your shit together because we already drew out the map of where it's going and it's coming through the middle of your city, that gives everybody here in Chinatown a chance to go, now we get the chance to highlight. Now we get a chance to show them what we got. We've been here for 50 plus years. All of these businesses have been here for a while. So they're not brand new to the scene. They're not new to brand downtown at all. And so to be one of the highlights is a great push for everything that's going to be happening. Hey man, it's good, man. Hey, shout out to Morgan. Shout out to everybody in the community. Shout out to all the business owners that got with each other and decided, you know, let's stand up and do something. We usually come comfort over and say, you know, water our peoples, give them their flowers. So yeah, it's great that you had that opportunity, that voice, and decided to step up and say, you know, hey, we're going to do this in a way. And again, I'm sure it wasn't just you, but taking that standpoint and being a part of it, saying, you know, taking the big fish and small pond mentality takes a lot. It takes a lot of just ownership on yourself, but understanding that this is a responsibility, that it's not just yours now, it's everybody's voice, everybody's needs, and their businesses, their lives, their livelihoods. And it takes a lot. So shout out to you for that. You know, I want to give you your props on that one right there. Watering my people, you know, give you your flowers while you're present, but also know that we talked off camera that the reason why you're doing this is a huge thing in itself. So to be able to put your heart into something, see it start to develop and be a part of that growth is a great thing. I want to let you know now, or, you know, it's later on in the game of life, you know. And also with this, being able to highlight Chinatown ourselves is a great honor, because a lot of the companies open their doors really quickly to say, yes, we'd love to talk, and not knowing that this is around the time that everybody else is coming around to highlight. But really, you guys deserve it. Everybody here has been doing work for so long. You're in the memory of so many people, you know, and so many people have grown up like you said, a 90-year-old man coming in talking about I was a kid when this was popping. That's huge. So give you guys your flowers. Props to you. Props to you. Continue doing what you do, please. And anything we can do from the podcast standpoint or from the hotspot standpoint, let us know. We got our full support and backing. You know, we got everything behind you. Let us know. We'll support it. We'll blow it up. We'll be on the streets passing out flyers. We'll let them know. We're recruiting high school kids. Pause. We're not going to get high school kids to do anything. Just come to Chinatown. Come kick it. Come eat. You know, have lunch out here. If you're at City, you ain't been over here yet, come out here for lunch. Speaking of that, what do you guys got downstairs? Like besides just the fish, because we're essential fish company. So you got fish.
We got fish.
Okay, you got fish. Raw fish. You can cook it, chop it up. They got all ingredients. But downstairs in the restaurant area, what you guys got?
Award-winning fish and chips. You know, your chicken bowl, beef bowls. You know, combination plates, and you know, our noodles. You know, we got a bunch of stuff down there. It's real good food.
Notice how you started with award-winning. Everything else food, but we start with award-winning, man. No, it's fire-ass food. If you guys ever been here, you know fish and chips are fire. You know the fish fillets are fire. The bowls are, if you're just quick, stop for lunch real quick, fire. And if you're about to get you know, a little something on, they got how many different kinds of fish down there?
Oh, shoot. Hundreds.
Hundreds. And we walked around a little bit, show you guys some footage. We got some clips of that, so you guys can check it out right here. But yeah, so like if you guys want to check out lunch, you know, downstairs.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that don't know that Central Fish is, you know, we don't sell like pet fish. So people call, you know, but it's just, you know, we're a fish market, Japanese grocery store. We make fresh sushi every day. We have a restaurant. And then through our back door, we sell to 100 different restaurants and markets in Fresno. So we try to, you know, but still some people just, oh, you guys, what do you guys do? Or are you guys open to the public? Like, wow. So.
Okay, yeah. Well, the fish was alive, but when you get here, he ain't gonna be. No, that's that, and I'm sure like during this time too, that resurgence was like a big deal because when 2020 hit, everybody shut down, and a lot of the finances, a lot of the fines were getting passed out for people staying open unless you were essential. And personally too, like outside was just a hazard. How'd you guys manage to keep this kind of functioning, but also did you guys do outside orders? Were you guys doing like pick up curbside stuff like that, or did it just kind of like, okay, we'll just see what we can do and stay afloat?
Yeah, you know, because you know we have so many departments at Central Fish, it's kind of so many different type of businesses in one spot. So our restaurant got devastated. You know, I took out all the chairs and actually just extended the grocery store and put pallets of rice and this and that. And then our wholesale department that sells to, you know, all these restaurants in Fresno, that got decimated. But the grocery store really just saved us. And honestly, it was the best year that we had.
For the grocery store itself?
For just the store as well.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there was a, you know, you saw, you know, how all these grocery stores were just packed. And, you know, there's lines out the door.
Yeah.
You know, in the beginning of the pandemic, it was like, well, is this going to happen over here too? And then before you know it, like, oh my God, like, we have to have extra people here and form a line outside, and no one goes in until one person goes out, one person comes in, people goes out, and it was crazy. So all 2020, part of 21, this place was a madhouse. But we had to adjust, we had to pivot, because we couldn't just try to be the restaurant that there's no people. And we started doing all the DoorDash stuff, and so you know, we try to survive. Yeah. But if it was just a restaurant on its own, it probably would have collapsed. Yeah. And if it was just a wholesale department selling to the restaurants in Fresno, that would have collapsed. But the grocery store, and we didn't, when I say fire anybody, we just took our people and put them in other departments. Yeah. Saying, hey, we need help. I mean, you know, a lot of people making sushi at home, and this is the best place to get those ingredients. And so this place was bonkers. But we had to adjust, and we came out of it pretty good. But at that time, my dad also had other businesses, and they were in the cruise line industry, and that got decimated. And we were part of like kind of a bigger group, my dad's companies, but then we had to separate ourselves. So Central Fish since 2021 has been a standalone, still family owned.
Yeah.
You know, but we had to adjust a little bit.
Yeah.
Now here we are doing some improvements in the store and trying to, you know, stay here by the time high-speed rail comes and all this new traffic and business comes in.
Yeah, because we talked to everybody about it, and a lot of people have, you know, it's, I'd say about a good 50-50. Some people were like, you know, we took a hit. It was very hard, and some people were like, it was our best year. Like you said, like there were certain aspects of it that just kind of benefited because of the way that it was set up. And having the groceries, I'm sure those pallets of rice were going like, all right, pallet gone, pallet gone. Because you got to go, you got to, you know, buy it for the month kind of thing. And people had money. Everybody wasn't going nowhere. So yeah, there was money to be spent. And it took a minute to open back up too. So I'm sure once it started to come back, how did each department kind of slowly get its legs back when you know, started to open back up? Because 21, it was still kind of like maybe 3 months, then we'll give you back. And
you know, the restaurant knows when it gets busy what we got to do, and the wholesale department, because we still had the people here. Yeah. But they just got shifted around. Yeah. But once they slowly started getting back and busy, like, okay, let's put them back into place. And we were able to, I guess, when I say smoothly transition out of it, I thought we did okay. We have good people here. A lot of people here have been working here for, you know, 10 plus years. So they're hardworking, dedicated people, and I guess every employer is, you know, it's all about the employees. Yeah. Not, you know, I got 50 people here,
hey, shout out to workers. Shout out to Central Fish workers. You guys have been here for a minute. Yeah.
We're lucky that we have good people. So.
Yeah, and now that it's open, I'm sure that, you know, everything kind of, you know, like you said, smoothly went back into play. But it was like, I can see that now. If it were a restaurant that were other side of town and it was part of the family, but it wasn't, those parts would have had to be back opened again, and it would have cost more money to open up the brick and mortar, the taxes, the properties, all that stuff. So kind of was, you know, a little bit better that it was in-house, because you were able to shift, and that makes it better sense. It's like, okay, everybody over here, start cutting fish, start icing it up, start putting everything on the shelves. Like, yeah, you're a pallet driver today. Get ready. Yeah. And that's good though, because you know, 50 dedicated people to something that you guys all believe in, and that's the part that we really want to get to. The highlight of is because, you know, you wouldn't have great people behind you unless you were doing something to actually give them a purpose to be here, and like really give them that strength to be like, we believe in your leadership. So again, you know, shout out to you guys, shout out to you on that one, because it takes a lot, dude. 2020 hit a lot of people different ways. And I still talk to people sometimes who are still kind of sketch on, like, sending somebody sneezes around them. They're still like, hey, hand sanitizer, bro, here you go. And, you know, the masks are getting pulled back out. It's flu season. You know, you don't know if you got regular flu or you got COVID-19, 20, 25, 36, whatever. So you got to, you know, stay in it. But, you know, and having something like this too, I'm sure because a lot of people were at home doing the sushi stuff, that was a great benefit. And people coming in. Now you got more people coming in on too. So we pull them out on that side. Hey, if you guys want any of that good fish, want any of that good fresh products, come out to Central Fish Company, check them out. You know, they always got it. And also too, with the street nights, the Sunday night markets.
It's a last Friday of the month.
Last Friday of the month, check it out. Do you guys participate in Art Hop at all? Or just wait till there's Sunday markets? Like just having like doors open, having people come by, or anything special, vendors or anything?
We have I think a couple venues in Chinatown that participate in the Art Hop.
Oh, okay.
The Central Fish itself,
yeah,
it doesn't.
You just do your Sunday market stuff? That's cool. Yeah, I mean, and anything you guys got going on, let us know, like we said. You know, we'll promote it, put the flyers out, do all that stuff for you guys, do some legwork for you. And then if you guys want any, you know, footage of the store, come in, do some clips, highlights of those nights too, specifically, you know, let us know.
Yeah, come out.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to be here. Shit. Trying to get lunch later, you know what I mean? Talk about some fish and chips downstairs, you know what I mean? But we're going to take another break. We'll be back in a couple minutes. You guys go ahead and grab yourself some, hit the restroom, whatever it is you do. It's your man, Scientifixxx. Here with Morgan. It's the world famous Do Word podcast. You know what it is.
Hey, it's me, Skullface Ernie. And I just wanted to remind you guys to
protect your vibes.
If anyone tries to with your vibes, tell them
no.
Drink Captain Save a Hop Hazy IPA today.
With that being said, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the world famous Do Word podcast. I am your host, Scientifixxx, back with Morgan again. We're still at Central Fish. chopping it up about some good game, you know, Fresno history. Still got the clips for you guys to check out in a minute, so you guys will get excited about that, because I'm excited. I tap my mic. But I'm excited about it. It's going to be some big Fresno history for you guys to absorb and take in. And, you know, maybe open up the eyes to people that want to just step out and become business owners and participants and sponsors of Chinatown. You know what I mean? Something that bring people from the other side of the tracks this way and start paying attention. So, you know, anything we can do, again. We also talked about some stuff off air, but we're going to bring it to you guys' attention. So they got these particular products that they have that are the actual products, but they're manufactured in Japan. And on them, right here on the back, you guys can't see it, but I'll zoom it in. Wow. It says distributed by Central Fish Company. Where's that? Oh, right there. Boom. And then this one.
So this one has the zip code.
The zip code, the 93706. You know what that is. And this one as well. They all
this one does.
Oh, this one is. Oh, he's just drinking this. Oh, yeah, I put my hands all over it. Sorry. They're clean. They're clean. But yeah, so if you guys slide by, you guys can see products that are actually distributed by Central Fish, and this is from the Japanese distributor themselves. So you guys worked out a deal with that from the overseas. Let's see. So you guys got some international snacks and stuff. You guys got any other snacks down here that you guys distribute besides the drinks?
Yeah. Drinks, some snacks, some noodles, rice. So we just kind of started importing, and you know, now it's labeled distributed by Central Fish, product to Japan. So that's been pretty cool.
That's what you're doing in Japan. I see you. He said, I went on a little trip real quick, figured some things out, came back with product. You know what I mean? That's how you do business, though. You go, hey, it's not working at home. Maybe I need to go international. Maybe they'll pay attention a little bit better. Sometimes it takes that, too. It does happen that way. The podcast itself, we were getting attention, and then we did the Sahab interview. He has a large following in Tehran area. That's where he grew up in. A lot of his fan base and DJ fan base picked up, and then I had a person I knew that was in international studies in Europe, and a person that was a DJ that I kind of met in LA, Germany. Boom, spread it out now, you know. So sometimes you got to go overseas first. They'll pay attention to you quicker. Mm-hmm. Not to say we don't love our home, because sometimes, you know, they like you better when other people like you too. They're like, oh, that's my people. I know them. Yeah, I've been messing with them forever. But yeah, so new products, you know what I mean? The Sunday night markets. You guys are back on your feet, doing well, you know what I mean? Holding down Chinatown. Anything else you guys got that's going to be coming up for everybody in the 2024 season that you can kind of hit them with the exclusive, not give out too much leakage, but, you know, pause?
You know, we'll check it out later, but we're going to open up the underground tours.
Mm-hmm.
That's with the Chinatown Fresno Foundation. It's underneath one of my buildings that you can use your imagination, but this is going to be like kind of the underground tunnel tour, I guess. Mm-hmm. So watch out for that this year.
Okay.
That's got a lot of interest so far, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay. He said, so you just get one. I'm not going to tell you about I mean, that's going to be exciting too. And again, when you guys see this footage coming up, you guys, you know, take it in, soak it up. We're gonna take a great tour of some historic buildings. Some areas of Fresno you might not be able to get a chance to, actually won't even get a chance to see, because he said they're about to be renovated and stuff like that. So you'll see the last remnants of what it looked like before, you know, the upgrades. But hopefully we get the upgrade too. You know, we'll slide back in, give you guys an update on all that stuff.
It might take a few years, but say 5 years from now, what you see now and what you'll see in 5 years from now will be completely different, transformed, and hopefully doing very well, and gets a lot of attention.
Well, stick around for season 8, because that's when we'll be doing it. Yeah, but yeah, coming out, you know, thank you so much for having us in the building. It's been a great time. We're not done. We're going to go do our tour right quick, so you guys can check that out as well. But anything else you want to leave the people with before we get on our tour?
You know, please come to Chinatown, support our businesses, come to Central Fish, you know, check out what we have to offer. Tell your friends about Chinatown and that it exists, and get people excited and see where our history is.
Yeah.
And you know, or maybe can I say my center of the world speech?
Yeah, go right ahead.
This to some people this is the stupidest thing they've heard, but to some people, they like it, and I like it. So in this world, in the Americas is kind of the melting pot, and in this Americas, you have the United States as kind of the center of that, and with California being the largest populous state, say the center of the United States is California. You got to use your imagination. And the center of California would be the Central Valley. And the center of Central Valley would be Fresno. And the center of Fresno would be downtown, but there was a Chinatown, Fresno before there was a Fresno. We built it. So within Chinatown, downtown, and in Chinatown, the center geographically is Kern and F Street. And we'll be going there after this, but if you're on Kern and F Street, you're in the center of the world. So shout out to Chinatown, center of the world.
And that's what we're gonna call this episode, the center of the world. You guys keep up with us. Every week we got special guests that give you guys so much insight. Morgan, thank you so much. We're not done. We got some more for you guys. But for this segment of it, we give you guys a lot of information. Thank you guys for coming out. See you guys in a minute for this next segment. Also, see you guys next week. You guys have a great one. Happy Chinese New Year. Happy Black History Month. And with Mardi Gras coming up, happy Mardi Gras. Who else? What? Oh yeah, also we got the Fresno Hotspots coming up February 17th at BBO's right there on with Sean and Olive. So come out, check us out. We're handing out free household supplies. Everything is free. We got books, we got shoes. We're getting some pots and pans. We'll have some maybe canned food for you guys. We're working on barbers and all that other stuff. So come check us out February 17th. We'll be outside in the parking lot at BBO's.
I can't forget about Lent.
Oh, yes.
Lent. This Ash Wednesday, February 14th, which is also Valentine's Day. So this is a great place if you're Catholic or if you have a heart and it's Valentine's Day. Come to Central Fish, Ash Wednesday, until Easter Sunday. This is the place to be because this is where, if you're highly religious and Catholic, a true Catholic, you're going to be eating fish throughout Lent, not just on Fridays.
Yes. So come out to Central Fish Company, you know what I mean? Celebrate your Jeebus and come out and eat really good. So everybody, with that, thank you so much, Morgan. It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
You guys check out this tour. Come by on Lent. Come out February 17th. And also, you guys have a great one. You know what it is. Threes Up, Science, Morgan, Birdstash in the building. Ah. Center of the world.
Cardinal.
Sun in the middle of the road, but I'll get a shot later.
So, you know, there's a portion of M Street called the Arthur McDonald Way.
Yes.
Okay, so we want to do something similar to that and talk to them. So this is our Fresno, Japantown sign. So current street, not to take anything away from Chinatown, was to add something to Chinatown. So we'll still stick to be current street, but overlay. In Japanese, to say friend is tomodachi, so it might be like tomodachi lane, tomodachi lane.
Yeah.
Something to honor one of the cultures. Even though we call it Chinatown, we didn't debate like, well, Chinese people. Yeah. But this was always Chinatown. This was, you know, all the minorities downtown. So you can call it International District, or some people wanted, but I want to keep it Chinatown, but to add something to Chinatown. Bring Japantown, something to, not for ethnicity's sake, but for historic sake, do something to Current Street. Because from Central Finch to the Japanese grocery store, then you got Komodo's, which is Japanese. This was big building with Aki's Hardware.
Yeah.
Nippon Building 1, Nippon Building 2, and Japan Building. Okay. U.S. Bank used to be Union Bank, and it just got switched over this year, or last year. But Union Bank was Mitsubishi owned, so this used to be Bank of Tokyo. So this was a Japanese bank.
Yeah.
And then you got the Buddhist temple. So this is the Japanese street already. And so much Japanese influences to do something, to add something to Chinatown. And even to like, you know where the Monarch is?
Yeah.
Monarch, we fought to get that name changed. They had some other name before. And they were gonna roll with that. We're like, no, please, do something that represents a butterfly.
Yeah.
And in Spanish, we're gonna oppose with butterfly, monarch, butterfly. So we want to do something to honor, because there's more Mexican businesses here, Mexican American owned than more than even Japanese. So those are the two kind of big ones. It's in Chinatown, something Japanese, something Mexican to honor that. And then we have other streets that we can do the same thing to the Basque people, to Armenian, to African Americans. So that's hopefully going to come up.
No, totally. I thought about it too.